The hair, according to Maya Angelou, is a woman's glory, which she shares with her family as a source of her beauty and treasure. A woman's hair provides her the medium to express her identity and social status, particularly with the ways in which women wish to be seen and admired. Many women are usually obsessed with their hair and will go the extra mile to get their hair fixed to their desired taste. Hairstyles come in various forms. Several hairstyles have been in vogue over time. Some change significantly, others have gone through multiple changes over time, while some faded away into obscurity. In recent times in Africa, including Ghana, there's been a steady women's drive that has encouraged keeping natural hair instead of chemically processed hair. Hajia Ramajawando keeps her hair natural, but due to religious beliefs, she covers in public. She joins others to explain what accounts for the growing popularity of keeping natural hair among women.
Women, as we are now, we've realized that it's waste of time having some kind of hairstyle as compared to natural. Because if I have my long hair and I have to go to the salon, spend almost 2 hours under the dryer itself isn't safe for me. So why don't I go in for natural? That if I feel like, my hair is a bit stinky, I can just go under the bath and then, just have everything clean and off I go.
I think people have become more conscious of the damage that chemicals can do when we use it on any part of our bodies. Also, from time to time, things become fashionable. So the current fashion also is to go natural.
I think it's the beauty of natural hair. If you keep natural hair, it's just nice.
It's like our culture, being natural. It's a good thing to be natural. But then sometimes we adhere to what we learn from certain cultures. So I think being natural is the best way.
From what I've heard, my Natural Girl song was one of the biggest inspirations for girls to keep their natural hair. Yeah, and I think that it's beautiful. When people realize the kind of things they can do with their natural hair, they just want to keep their natural hair.
This documentary seeks to explore the experiences of African women wearing natural hair, experts' opinion on natural hair, as well as effects of hair relaxers and hair appliances on one's health. Find out what some women have to say about their natural hair.
My motivation for wearing natural hair is simple. I just love it. It's just really easy. It represents me perfectly.
Actually, I have a lot of friends who do natural hair and it's really nice on them. When they are working, it's so nice. So I also got attracted to it and I also wanted to keep a natural hair.
I'm tired of perming my hair. Going for relaxing, my hair will not even relax. And all those scars that I will get under my scalp, it's a headache to me. So I decided to go in for natural.
Natural because growing up as a child, anytime my hair was dyed, my head got swollen and the whole head became sore. So I decided that I don't want to suffer that.
Simply put, is to feel very comfortable. And that's why I cut it so short.
Why do you prefer wearing natural hair to any other type of hair?
Because it's simpler to keep a natural hair rather than keeping a permed or any other type of hair.
The natural hair, no, me a permed na, it's rough. My nyata manoa, tembia enyefe.
I prefer natural hair because it's the best representation of who I am. I'm very me. I'm very simple. I'm just very straightforward. And I think natural hair is very straightforward, even though it can be naughty at times. But it's just a very, very, very good representation of who I am.
This is easier to maintain to me because I have the natural stuff, the shea butter, water to keep my hair. But then when it comes to permed hair, I need to buy relaxer and stuff, and it's quite expensive.
When I was perming my hair, I just couldn't stand sitting under the dryer. And so most of the time, my hair would be hand dried and hand blown, just too much heat. too many chemicals, and so on. And even with braiding, I realized that the pull and tug and so on also could have its toll. So I decided that I'll just keep it short and simple.
I was having a perm, but I find some problems with it because some breakages and other stuff. So I decided to go on the natural way.
Have you enjoyed or ever been denied certain privileges in society because of the kind of hair you keep?
In fact, I really have opportunities all the time because the way I keep it, the way I wash it, I retwist it, I style it. I mean, you can't deny me of anything.
No. Many years ago, in the 80s, when I was a Secretary of State or a minister, I had very short hair, and it didn't bother me in any way at all.
Apart from a few religious leaders who think that ladies are not supposed to keep short hair, anytime I cut my hair, I find them say, "Oh, why have you cut your hair? It's not good enough." But or else, if I cut my hair, you see how it fits me. I look very nice, in fact, very beautiful.
I've actually never been denied any privilege in society because of my natural hair. I've rather actually had more opportunities because of my natural hair. If there's something happening, maybe there's this natural hair festival happening in some country somewhere, they call me first. It's so amazing.
Do you ever miss your chemically processed hair?
Never in my life. And I will never even dream about going back to permy.
When I started music, I used to have the weave, the short one. I think it's really pretty, but I think it's too much work. It's really a lot of work to go to the salon and get, all that done and perm your hair. And so I haven't missed it at all.
I don't miss my perm hair because with a natural, it's very nice and I'm okay with that.
I don't miss sitting down for 4 hours to get my hair braided. I don't miss sitting under a dryer to get my hair to dry up. I do not miss the frequency of going to the hairdresser. Sometimes even unbraiding is also another nightmare. That can take 2 to 3 hours, taking off the braids. So I don't miss any of them at all.
How often do you visit the salon?
Every week.
Once a month, because my hair grows quite fast.
When my hair is not braided, I visit the salon once a week or twice. Yeah.
I wash in 2 weeks.
I don't visit the salon often at all. I can go a whole year and not step in a salon. Yeah, I usually get my hair done myself, but if I have to do maybe braids like this for a shoot or something, I have a hairstylist, so she comes over to my house and then she does my hair for me. But I hardly go to the salon.
How expensive is keeping natural hair?
It's very affordable. When even you are short of money, you can even use some things in your house.
God, it's so expensive, like down to the shampoo, like the cream,
It can be expensive and it can be very inexpensive.
It's more affordable as compared to the permed one.
It's not expensive at all because mine is so short. I think perhaps maybe for those who have to keep it long, it might be.
Very much cheap. It's no expensive at all.
Is keeping of natural hair among women merely a trend or rather a hairstyle that has come to stay?
Short hair or natural hair has come to stay. Career women have no time. You cannot afford to go and stay in the salon for 2 or 3 hours just trying to fix your hair. Most people you see wear the cap or the wigs have natural hair.
As far as human beings are concerned, you can't even say something has come to stay or it is just a trend, because some people have never permed their hair. They've always kept natural hair. Even when we were much younger and we were using the hot comb to stretch the hair, some people didn't do it. They always plaited their hair. So I think some people will always be natural. And then, of course, there are the fashion followers who may sway from time to time.
For me, I think it has come to stay, because when I started it, people were like, no, don't worry, you just go for your permed hair. And with me, it's been almost 10 years now with a natural hair, and I have never ever thought of going back to the salon.
It's a way of life for some people. It's a trend for some people.
King of natural hair for more than 2 decades, as well as CEO of Mikesh Natural and Dreadlocks Crown Salons and Training School, Michael Ayikwe Afutu, throws more light on natural hair as I engage him in a conversation.
So when one talks of natural hair, what do we mean?
Well, the word natural comes from the word nature. And for me, in the hair industry, if I have to introduce a natural hair, in the other word, I would say virgin hair, because the reason is most people have perm and they think because it's their own hair, so it's natural hair. No. The moment you use something like a relaxer or a blower or a chemical or perming cream to touch the natural hair, you have broken the virginity, or what we call the elasticity. So natural hair is what? Pure. It's like, holy, sacred. Various forms are: 1, for somebody to have afro, and then 2, for somebody to have something like locks. Okay, these are the ways you can tell that this is natural hair or not natural. In other ways, we have the artificial ones, but they were all copied from the very natural ones, like what I'm wearing and what you're wearing. You see, these are made from me and you. We didn't buy this from Mokola or Carnation Market. It is our own grown natural hair that has been formed in knots or nappy to be like what it is today. When you turn the natural into locks, then it becomes permanent. Even though the natural is also permanent, but we term the locks ones to be more permanent than the afro ones. Well, in locks, we have so many different types. We have sisters locks, Nubian locks, afro locks, bobo locks, shankor, dread, a whole lot of them. But these are the ones which are permanent. Permanent in the sense that the person have afro and then you turn into knots by locking it to be what it is, like what you are seeing. So the afro is different from the locks, and the locks word is where we term is permanent. It is not only for black people. Over the world, all hair textures which are natural can also be locked or can also be turned into permanent locks. So the permanent and the non-permanent, it is the locks that makes it permanent. We have been able to take the natural hair into a different levels. So I would say what we do with the natural hair is just like the Dinkra symbols. We have come out with a magazine which we give names and meanings to those natural hairstyles. So any form of natural hairstyles that we do, we come out with a meaning and then also a name to it. So in the natural world also, we have things we call like the twist, hand twist, comb twist, flat twist, roller twist. So many of them that are within the afro, but they are all not permanent ones. Hair is one personally. So for me to say people will move, or everybody will move from the chemical into the natural, I think I'll be contradicting a bit, because you cannot decide for everybody. Even though now a lot of people are wearing natural hair and dreadlocks, majority still are in the chemical or the perm hair. Why is it so? Meaning the decision is for everybody. You cannot decide for people. But what I would say is I see afro and dreadlocks to be the way for so many people. You see, let's try to protect what God has given to us, because we were born with it. And one thing about keeping natural hair and dreadlocks is putting water in your hair. Oh man, going under the shower and letting the water flow through your scalp. How? Look at the sun, look at our weather. God knows the reason why He created this lovely hair for we to have all this, comfortability. So we shouldn't worry ourselves now. It is okay. Many people have gone through that line and now they've known that it is not the way. So others who are coming, the generation today should learn from what the past people have done.
In a chat with some hairstylists, this is what they had to share with GTV.
African woman has come to accept who they are and how their hair texture actually is. Some have chosen to go natural because of one, health benefits, and two, they've also noticed that, well, this is my hair and I want to make a statement. The statement is I'm an African woman and this is how my hair is. And I think we should respect them. Some prefer to fix the weave-ons and have the wig caps, and others just want to accept who they are and live with their own natural hair.
Actually, I went in for European and an African hair, but I chose the African hair. Now, I think you should follow the trend, because I've noticed that a lot of people are natural. So I decided to shift to natural and permed. A lot of people come to the salon to spend a lot of time. Many Ghanaian women are busy and before closing from work and then taking care of the children and then spending this time in the salon is not easy. So now they decided to go in for the natural.
People are doing more natural hair these days. So natural hair has also taken a place that people are doing it more.
Bebre na some abre pemini. Bi was some person the chemical beka ni ti kura ntia na ye natural. E na bebre na so on person omu looking natural ni ade. Ntia na omo nye pemi no. San pemi say wo ye pemi na wanye wuti ni ade a. You could say how by natural ni sebetumi aso atwist ni ade e dey styles ni ade.
Me nya sure say e betwam sa because this no you start in a different way. And the big one to me lucky. To me, sure say bet to me at
Is there any truth in speculations that hair cream relaxers and the use of certain hair appliances has negative effects on one's hair?
Hair relaxers will only have negative effect on hair. Depends on the knowledge of the product and then the application. In most cases, we don't do consultation, we don't do analysis, and most of the time, the client themselves will bring in their products, forgetting to buy a neutralizing system. And then the hairdresser also will pick the cream and then begin to apply without doing any consultation, without doing any analysis. And at the end of the day, they blame the product. It's amazing. You visit some of the salons and you realize that the knobs that controls the dryers are off. Either intentionally taken off, or maybe I don't know how, but the knobs are not there. And so the dryer had been set whether to a heat or the dryer is not blowing at all. The other appliances like straighteners, hot curlers, tonguing, you need to learn about the hair texture and to know the kind of temperature to apply on that particular texture. Actually, on our conditions in this sub-Saharan Africa, we have a lot of heat. And so, obviously, a lot of women sweat under their hair. And relaxers are alkaline. So, most alkaline products does not need wet hair to work with. You always need dry hair to work with. You see, so in most cases, when a client walks into your salon and you realize that they are sweating or their hair is wet, all that you need to do is to cool their temperature down, bring their temperature down, and then let their hair get dry by itself, or use a cold air to dry their hair and their scalp before putting in any relaxer. And of course, you need to bathe the scalp. All relaxers are friendly, but they are harsh relaxers, harsh chemicals. That's why they can straighten up a hair. So you need to take that precaution. And most of the cases, the reason why relaxers often burns or give irritation to our clients is because the way women treat their hair and their scalp. Personally, I think women always consider their face as their skin and not their scalp. They forget that their hair and their scalp is not part of their body. That is why they mistreat their hair and their scalp. The hairdressers should be cautious and do a lot of analysis and consultation before applying any form of chemical relaxers or any form of alkaline. The women should try and preserve their own hair, cautious of themselves and their hair. And they should consider that their hair and their scalp is part of their body. And so they should take care of it.
As women, how should we maintain our natural hair?
Maintaining the natural hair itself for preventing breakages, damages, growth, and how to condition the hair to be strong or to be able to grow well for you to have a feel of what wearing the natural hair and the dreadlocks. It's about getting it water, because we believe the hair is structured like a plant where every day the hair needs water. You see, just like your body. And then let's say you shampoo not every day. Shampooing the hair every day makes the hair very thin and it breaks it because of the foam of the shampoo or the lather. You shampoo, let's say, twice or once in the month, and then with pomade, it should be very natural. When I say natural, I'm talking about shea butter, I'm talking about oils, like copra oils, I'm talking about essential oils and what have you. And then come to conditioner. Conditioner is also good because, anytime you use the shampoo, the lather or the foam aspect of it take a little strength from the hair. So it is the conditioner that replaces that strength back. So you condition it at the same time, just after you shampoo it. And then you come back to the pomade, or first of all, the healing oil. We have something we call healing oil that to base the scalp so that it synthesizes the scalp for the fertilizer, and then the pomade and all that should be able to go in the hair to get it maintained very well. You do this, let's say, a week or every 10 days for the hair to have its natural ways of growing.
In addition, the CEO of Mikesh has this to say regarding the number of new clients who visit their East Legon branch to change their hair from chemically processed to natural hairstyles.
According to statistics of our salon, every day 5 people get into natural hair or locking their hair. And you can imagine how the dreadlocks and the natural hair is trending, because people are now moving from the ways of chemicals into the natural world.
Additionally, information gathered from 100 women with natural hairstyles from Zoho online survey indicates that 49% of women wear natural hairstyles because it is beautiful, while 46% prefer keeping natural hairstyles to any other type of hairstyle because it is less stressful. 14% of the women wearing natural hairstyles attest to the fact that they enjoy certain privileges in the society because they keep natural hairstyles. On the subject of what accounts for the growing popularity of natural hair among Ghanaian women, 55% of the women confirm that it is trending. 69.7% of the women confessed that they do not miss their chemically processed hair. Regarding the number of times they visit the salon, 39% say they do so once in a blue moon. Is it expensive to keep natural hairstyles? 38.38% of the women say that it is quite expensive. Concerning challenges with wearing of natural hairstyles, 45.45% established that hairstyles haven't acquired adequate skills to manage natural hair. Finally, 69% of the women think that wearing of natural hairstyles by Ghanaian women in recent times is both a trend and has come to stay. As African women, our hair is kinky. How you decide to keep your hair is a matter of choice. What will the story of natural hairstyles by women be? Time will tell.